before we get started with scientific notation, let me explain what the times 10 with an exponent is. Let's use a simple number, at least 1 but less than 10. So let's just make it simple. Let's just go 1.5. Okay, 1.5. And I'm going to write 1.5 a few times here. If I said this equals 15, we know that the exponent on this 10 is a 1, because any number to the 1 power equals that number. So 10 to the first power equals just 10. So 10 times 1.5 is 15, because we just moved the decimal 1 space over and give us 15. So this number is 150. So what do you think the exponent on this is? Now obviously it's a 2. So 10 to the second power means we move the decimal 2 places. So instead of just moving it 1 place and getting 15, we move it a second time and we end up with 150. And so we'll do this one. We're going to move it 3 spaces. I'll even put the decimal there. Even though we don't put our decimal there, it's there so you can see it. It went from here to here, that's 1. Here to here, that's 2. And from here to here to here to here, that's 3. So it's moving the number of times that the exponent is telling us. Now, if you look at 10 squared, what does 10 squared equal? It equals 100. If you multiply 1.5 times 100, you're going to get 150. If you multiply 1.5 times 10, because 10 to the first power is 10, you're going to get 15. If you multiply 1.5 times 10 to the power 3, or 10 cubed, that'd be 10 times 10 times 10. That's 1,000. If you multiply 1.5 times 1,000, you'll end up with 1,500. And if we did it one more time, 10 to the fourth and 10,000 times 1.5 equals 15,000. The exponent tells us how many times to move the decimal point. So 1.5 times what equals 1.5? 1. You may not have known this, but any number to the 0 power equals 1. It could be, it could be b squared minus 37x square rooted to the 0 power, and that all equals 1. Kind of makes it easy. And they might trick you on a test question. They might have 3 plus x to the 0 power equals what? And the answer is 4. It's just really 3 plus 1. Okay, so that's kind of the law of exponents and what's happening. It's basically taking the number in the front that's at least 1 but less than 10, multiplying it or moving the decimal point so many spaces to get your actual standard notation number. And for scientific notation, you're probably going to see numbers more along the lines of 1.5, 3, 7, 2, and it could be a lot of numbers there, times 10 to the negative 60. Okay, that's a tiny number. This negative 60 tells me my number is less than 1. That means for me to move this decimal point to make it less than 1, I can't go this way. Okay, I have to go this way. So this number is going to have 59 zeros and then a 1, 5, 3, 7, 2. That's a very, very small number. Okay.